at your deeper levels of mind, once you have learned to enter such deeper levels of mind, and the lecturer will give you or will present to you, will go through you or with you through mental training exercises or mind gymnastics, sometimes they're called, to be able to get you to find that dimension. And once you find it, and he will then help you learn how to use it. And this is what the Silva Method is about.
I want you to understand something very important before we begin. Your mind already has the ability to solve problems, to improve memory, to regulate sleep, and to guide you intuitively. The problem is not lack of ability, the problem is lack of training. In this session, I'm going to explain step by step the fundamental techniques of the Silva Method, exactly as they are taught and exactly as they are meant to be used. These are not theories. These are mental control techniques. If you follow them correctly, you will learn to use your mind consciously instead of allowing it to operate automatically. Now let us begin at the foundation. The first technique is relaxation control. Without relaxation, mental control is impossible. When the body is tense, the mind remains locked in high-frequency activity. Thoughts move rapidly, attention scatters, and the mind becomes reactive rather than controlled. When the body relaxes, the mind naturally slows down. This is not philosophy. This is a physiological fact. For this reason, relaxation control is always taught first. You must learn to relax the body deliberately, not accidentally. I instruct my students to close their eyes and begin with the muscles of the forehead. Allow the forehead to relax completely, then relax the eyes. Let the muscles around the eyes soften. Relax the jaw. The tongue rests naturally. There is no effort. Now relax the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the hands. Each part of the body is relaxed systematically, from the head down to the feet. This process teaches the mind an essential lesson. Relaxation is a command. It is not dependent on circumstances. It is not dependent on fatigue. When you master relaxation control, you gain the ability to slow down both the body and the mind at will. This prepares the brain for the next level of training. Once relaxation control is mastered, we move to sleep control. Sleep control means learning to fall asleep naturally, without medication, without strain, and without mental struggle. Many people suffer from insomnia not because the body cannot sleep, but because the mind does not know how to disengage from unnecessary activity. At the proper level of mind, sleep becomes automatic. By entering a relaxed state and mentally affirming rest, the brain receives a clear instruction to disconnect. This is not hypnosis. This is self-directed mental programming. The body follows the instructions given by the mind. When sleep is controlled mentally, the nervous system returns to its natural rhythm. The body repairs itself more efficiently. Energy is restored properly. When sleep is natural, health improves. The next technique is to awake control. This technique allows you to wake up at a specific time without the use of alarms. At your proper level of mind, you visualize a clock. You see it clearly. You see the hands. You set the exact time at which you wish to awaken. Then you give a simple mental instruction. I will awaken at this time, feeling rested and alert. The subconscious mind accepts this instruction and acts upon it. This demonstrates that the mind is capable of regulating biological timing when properly trained. The body responds to precise mental direction. Awake control is the ability to remain mentally alert when needed. There are moments when physical fatigue appears, yet mental clarity is required. By entering the proper level of mind for a short period, the brain is refreshed. 15 minutes at your level can restore mental energy for several hours. This technique trains the brain to conserve energy and to use it efficiently. Awake control is especially valuable for concentration, study, observation, and decision making. It allows the mind to remain present without strain. Next, we work with dream control. Everyone dreams. The difference is awareness. Through training, you learn to remember dreams, to observe them, and to use them constructively. At the proper level of mind, you instruct yourself to remember your dreams clearly upon awakening. Dreams are produced by the subconscious mind. They often contain information that has been processed beyond conscious awareness. Dreams may present solutions, insights, or symbolic representations of unresolved problems. Dream control allows you to access this information consciously rather than allowing it to fade. Headache control demonstrates the mind's influence over the body. Most headaches are caused by tension. By entering the proper level of mind and directing relaxation toward the affected area, relief is achieved. This technique also teaches prevention. By recognizing early signals of tension, the mind can interrupt the process before discomfort develops. This confirms an important principle. Mental training directly affects physical conditions. Now we come to one of the most important tools, the three fingers technique. By touching the thumb, index, and middle finger together, while at the proper level of mind, you anchor a mental command. This technique is used for habit control, emotional balance, memory recall, and concentration. It allows you to activate a trained mental state instantly. The mind responds to conditioned signals. This is not accidental conditioning. This is controlled conditioning applied deliberately. The mental screen is where all mental programming takes place. Visualization is recalling something that already exists. Imagination is creating something new. On the mental screen, you project solutions, goals, and desired outcomes. The subconscious mind does not distinguish between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. By repeatedly projecting constructive images, the mind accepts them as patterns to follow. This is how problems are solved mentally before they are solved physically. This is how goals are achieved internally before they appear externally. These techniques work together. Relaxation prepares the mind. Alpha strengthens awareness. Visualization programs outcomes. Mental control creates results. The Silva Method teaches you to use the subconscious mind consciously and for constructive purposes only. With practice, these techniques become natural. You are not changing your mind, you are training it. And when the mind is trained correctly, it works for you.